Hello my Spocklites and welcome to another post-narrated Wi-Fi battle. Today I'm battling my buddy Bart. I know him from Facebook, we talk a lot, we battle a lot. And I helped him create his team a little bit and we're testing it out against each other. So his YouTube channel will be linked in the description below, so make sure to check him out, he's a cool guy. Yeah, but let's just get the show on the road, shall we? I'm bringing some new Pokemon, as in my Crawdon and the Escavalier. I wanted to test out both for Choice Banded. So Crawdon has Choice Band Adaptability, and you guys will see what kind of power this guy is taking with him. So other than that, I'm still bringing my Arcanine because it's my trusty Arcanine Akamaru, with forming the defensive core with the Slugworth, my Gastrodon, as you know, and I also bringing a Gardevoir, which I have not used in so long. I trained him so hard, and then I made like a substitute Calm Mindset, and I just wanted to test it out. And finally, just to put him some Stealth Frogs and the Sticky Web support, is my Schmirgle. So looking at his team, he has a very powerful team with the Rotom and the Scizor Core. He has Heatran, Salamence, Amoonguss, and Mega Pinsir. So those are very threatening Pokemon. The one I have the biggest problem with should be the Salamence, actually, because especially when Escavalier should die. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's get this battle on the road. So Bart is issuing a challenge, which I gladly accept, of course, and I decide to lead off with my Crawdon right off the bat because it is, you know, Choice Band Adaptability. It can dent pretty much anything, and he leads off with the Scizor. So I just want to go for an Aqua Jet right off the bat because it would hurt him a lot. But he switches out and goes into Rotom, and look at this. This is Choice Band Adaptability Aqua Jet. Still does like 25% to a Rotom. So that's great, but I have to switch out here, fearing the Volt Switch, but I have the perfect counter for Rotom, which is Slugworth. The only thing Rotom can do against Slugworth is like Paralysis, the Will-O-Wisp, which is actually not that bad. It's better than Toxic. So here I just wanted to go for a Scald, trying to burn whatever switches in, and he switches in his Drugs Are Bad, which is a Amoonguss, and I do get the burn, so that's awesome because this is like a defensive Pokemon, so getting residual damage every turn is definitely great. But fearing the Giga Drain, I have to switch back out, and I go into my Akamaru Arcanine, of course, because I do resist the Giga Drain, and I can retaliate with a Flare Blitz. But he wants to go for the Stun Spore, but I avoid the attack, so that's great. Even though I don't really care about the speed, I still have extreme speed if I need to outspeed something, and usually I am slower than a sweeper, so that's okay. But he has to switch out here, and I predict that, and I want to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but I totally forgot he has the Heatran. So in comes the Will-O-Wisp, boosting his fire type attacks with the Flash Fire, and fearing the Earth Power, I have to switch back out again. And what is another good counter? Slugworth once again is proving his worth, because not only does he completely wall the Rotom, he also walls this and can destroy this Heatran. But he makes a smart play and goes to the Stealth Frog, which will hurt me in the long run. But he goes for the Protect while I go for the Scald, because I predicted him to switch out and wanted to go for the Scald again, but he decides to stay in here. I predicted at this point I predicted the Amoonguss switch in. That's why I went for the Ice Beam, but he predicted that and went for the Lava Plume. So look at that. That is not doing anything because it's quad resisted by this Heatran, and with the leftovers it's like I didn't even do anything. So that's horrible. He gets the burn with the Lava Plume on top of that. So yeah, you know, it's what Lava Plume is supposed to do. I got the burn with the Scald, and he gets with the same percentage. He gets the burn on Slugworth. So, but I said once before, the burn on Slugworth is not that bad. It's better than being toxic. So at least I can stay in and get some steady damage every turn. But he goes for the Protect right here, while I go for the Earth Power again. And again, I want to predict him to switch out and switch into the Amoonguss. So again, I go for the Ice Beam, but he stays in again and goes to the Lava Plume. So not the best of plays at this point. I'm a little bit over predicting, but yeah, you know, Heatran is supposed to switch out against the Gastrodon. Unless it is Sunny Day, Solar Beam shenanigans, he can never kill this Gastrodon, so that's great. I do think that at this point a Lava Plume will not take me out, but I do have to be careful, so I want to go for a recover right here. So that is what I do. He tries to kill me off with the Lava Plume, but that is never going to happen. I completely resist that, and I can recover off the damage completely. So at this point he either has to switch out or he can do whatever he wants, but I want to recover back to full, so that Slugworth will be able to tank hits later on in the match. So that's great. He's gonna go for the protect, so that is a free recover right there. As you can see, yeah, that's a free recover right there, and he wasted his protect. So now I can just go for another attack, and I just go for the Earth Power, and look at that. This is the first time I actually hit the Earth Power. I think we were in there for 4 or 5 turns. So, but it does a decent amount of damage. But he makes a little misplay here, going for the Roar. Yeah, I mean, it's not really logical to do it, but he gets some leftovers recovery, and I switch in my Crawlon, which is awesome, of course, because I can just go for an Aqua Jet. He knows this, but instead of going for the Aqua Jet, I decided to go for the knockoff while he switches in the Salamence. And look at this, Adaptability, because it is a Dark type, and with the Dark type, Adaptability Choice Band, and one knockoff is easily handling this Salamence. So the first kill for Crawlon, which is awesome. But here he switches in the Pinsir, and knockoff on the Mega item will not do that much. So I have to switch out here, and I go into Akamaru, getting the Intimidate off. I do take some Stealth Rock damage, which is okay. In principle, with the Intimidate, and I am bulky, I am physically defensive, I should be able to take any hit off this Pinsir, and then Morning Sun the damage while he has to switch out, fearing the Flare Blitz. But he goes for the return. So, and he gets the critical hit, meaning that even with the Intimidate, a critical hit negates that attack drop, so it didn't really matter. And then he gets the damage boost, so that sucks. But I switch in a Scavalier, who can pretty much take a hit, but I expected him again to switch out, and I wanted to go for the knockoff, and he goes for the Focus Blast, and he gets the special defense drop. So I'm not really sure why Mega Pinsir is running Focus Blast, but okay, you know, it's there. So I wanted to knock off, expecting to switch out, and that was a misplay. And because I'm banded, I am locked into knockoff, and here I decide, you know, just finish it off. So he goes for the return, and I live with free HP, which is awesome. So this knockoff will finish off the Mega Pinsir, and that's another threat down. So that's great. But he goes into Rotom, and at this point, with free HP, and I am slow, pretty much anything can take me out, so I just have to sacrifice this as Cavalier. But it got the kill, so it did its job. That is great. And now the Rotom comes in, and I switch in my Gardevoir, because this is a calm mindset, and he can burn me, but it doesn't really affect me. So that's what I want to do, and I thought I would outspeed. So I Mega Evolve Calm Mind, allowing me to survive full switches or Hydro Pumps and all that. But apparently he outspeeds me, so he goes for the Hydro Pump, and it does a big amount of damage. But yeah, he outsped me, so that was strange. But I Mega Evolve and go for the Calm Mind, and at this point neither of his attacks will take me down, so I can just go for a Moonblast here. And because I Mega Evolve, I get the speed boost the following turn, and I do outspeed the Rotom at this point, and that's a clean KO, so that's great. And he switches in his Scizor, which is Snips 2. Yeah, you all know Snips. Snips 2 is the little brother of Snips. So, but I don't want to waste this Gardevoir just yet, and I do fear the Bullet Punch. So I switch out into Smeargle, basically his Death Father, because Stealth Rock wasn't really necessary, I believe. But he goes to the knockoff and kills the Smeargle. So now I can go into Crawlon. I always outspeed, because I am invested in speed. So a Crab, unless he goes for the Bullet Punch, I would always outspeed, and a Bullet Punch would not have taken me out. So look at that, Choice Band, Adaptability, Crab Hammer, taking down Scizor in one clean hit. That is how fearsome a Crawlon can be. ladies and gentlemen, my Spocklites. So yeah, but finally he goes back, he switches in, he goes into Among Us, and I need to switch out here, and I switch in the Gardevoir expecting like the Giga Drain, but he predicted the switch and went for the Sludge Bomb instead, killing off my Mega Gardevoir. So that sucks, but yeah, it's okay. Now I can switch back into Crawdon and go for a Stab Adaptability Choice Band knockoff, which can pretty much take him down to the range where the burn will take care of him. If he would have gone for the Giga Drain here, he would have lived, but instead he went for the Sludge Bomb. So I don't know why exactly he did this, but yeah, it killed off my Crawdon, but the burn will take care of him. So now it's just mano a mano, the final Pokemon, Slugworth against Heatran, and that is a great matchup for me. So basically this is just Earth Power until he dies, but he goes for the Protect here, trying to get some recovery left. I don't know, it wasn't really useful, because even with double Protect or something like that, I would still take him out. I did like 65 to 70% with the final Earth Power, so I'm just spamming the Earth Power until he dies. So that's basically the game. Yeah, like I said, it was an awesome game. Check this guy out on his channel. I don't think he's really uploading Pokemon battles, maybe some, but it's just a fun guy, so make sure to show him your support. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. My name is Spockles. Peace out.